What's going on, Jets fans? Calvin Bush here alongside the head coach of the Jets, Parker Burgess, for a long-awaited episode of the Coach's Corner here. Coach, it's been a while, but it's good to have you back, and thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. You started winning, and you quit interviewing me. So
we couldn't mess with the mojo, but now that we haven't done it in a while, there's obviously a lot to talk about in Jetland. You guys had an 11-game winning streak. Sadly, saw that come to an end this past week against a really great Springfield Junior Blues team. What did you learn about the team over the course of these last, almost 2 months now during that winning streak? And is there almost now a little less pressure now to keep winning and keep rolling with that streak now?
I don't think there's any less pressure to keep winning. We're right in the thick of a playoff battle with, 6 really good teams here, kind of fighting for 4 spots, and so I think there's still maybe not pressure, but I mean we can't take our foot off the gas. That's for sure. The win streak was pretty remarkable, to be quite honest. I mean, it's the longest win streak I've been a part of as a head coach, and I think it's easy for the coach side of me to say, oh, it's at the end of the day it doesn't matter. It's just winning hockey games, and now we got to start a new streak. But really, when you take some time to reflect on that 11-game stretch, and I mean even before that, since Christmas we played really good hockey, and it's a credit to the players who have elevated and really bought into what we're all trying to accomplish. And but over the 11-game stretch, if you reflect and look back where we started, 7th place, well below 500, a long ways from a playoff spot, and you fast forward in those 11 games, and we're sitting in a pretty good spot here for the stretch run. So again, it definitely didn't mean nothing. It was a pretty fun ride, and it just. The most encouraging thing, I think, from a coach's perspective, too, was that we were able to find a lot of ways to win games. It wasn't, just the same over and over again. It was an overtime win, a come-from-behind win, an 8-1 win, and a 6-4 win. There was shutouts, goaltending was winning us games. So I think that's the mark of a really good team, is when you can adjust and adapt to whatever the game gives you and whatever the opponent gives you, and still find a way to come out with a win.
Yeah, you mentioned a few overtime wins and shutouts and things like that. The week before, you get the overtime win over Chippewa, and then you go to St. Cloud and pull off consecutive 4 goals to win over a great Norseman team too. So it's been a great run. I know the fans here in Janesville loved it as well.
Yeah, we get them Culvers all the time. Of course they love it.
They're running out over there, but one guy, obviously this whole stretch has been a total team effort for you guys, but one guy that stands out, again, you mentioned goaltending. Owen Millward has been arguably the best goaltender in the North American Hockey League. What can you say about his game, and can you maybe hint at maybe a potential college coming calling for Millie here upcoming?
Yeah, I mean, we probably don't have enough time to talk about all the great things that Owen's done for us. And I mean, it's a kid who we as an organization are beyond proud of. Owen came in last year as a 17-year-old goalie right out of U16 AAA hockey, and it's a big transition. It's a big jump, and the commitment to the game and how you have to take care of your body and the duration of a junior hockey season, it's not easy, especially at that position, to make that transition. And Owen did a good job last year, and I know a lot of people, when you get young goalies with the size and the pedigree that Janesville has for goaltenders, there's a lot of pressure on these young men, and Owen had a good first year for us, and our whole team started slow. It wasn't just Owen; it was our whole team. We weren't very good at the start, but he stuck with it, and he really believed in the process, and he worked on getting better each day. And when it came to game time, the focus wasn't on statistics; it was on just win games, and good things will happen. And now, when you see him in practice and his habits off the ice, the way he prepares for each practice, you've been to the rink here, he's out there an hour and a half before practice doing all his goalie movements and dynamic warm-ups, and he's got the balls going and all that stuff. So he's earned it. He's really stuck with it over the course of this, almost 2 years now, and he's seeing the reward in that, and we're very happy for him. He's a Division I goalie for sure, and a big-time Division I goalie. So we're very lucky to have him on our side, and whatever college commits, Owen is getting a really good one. Not only on the ice, but he's a great person too and a great teammate.
Yeah, Millie's been fantastic in the last third here, and they call Janesville Goalie Factory. Obviously, Larry Clemens does a tremendous job in helping these guys out too. So fingers crossed that Millie gets somewhere soon. Looking forward to this weekend, you've got another home and home with Chippewa, the Steel. It's the last set of games against the in-state rivals here. What's the mindset for you as a coach, but as a team collectively after seeing the streak end, but hopefully starting a new one here in Chippewa and then in Janesville on Saturday?
I think the mindset is, it's funny, going through the winning streak, nobody wants to practice. You just want to play the games. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, let's get through, like everybody shows up to the rink for practice and we all put the work in and we invest the time. But when you're hot like that, it's like, let's just get to Friday, because we want to keep this thing rolling. And you could feel that energy and that attitude, and there's nothing wrong with it. I think that's just human nature, and they're young kids. And as coaches, we felt the same way. Like, let's get to the weekend so that we can see how this thing goes. Like, let's keep it going. And then you do lose one, and it's just everybody takes a breath and realizes, okay, let's get back to the work that put us in the place that we're in now. So I think that was kind of the collective mindset. Like, everybody took a breath on Saturday. When we reflected on it after the game, after a loss, it was nothing but positives. And then the guys show up Monday and the coaching staff shows up Monday and everybody's ready to kind of reset and restart and then build up for the next weekend. So that's kind of where our heads have been.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like you guys are in a great mindset and a good position now going forward. You get Chippewa and then you go to Minnesota in a couple weeks as well for the Magi in the Wilderness. And look forward to starting up a new win streak this weekend against the Steel.
Just one. Start on Friday, just one at a time, and then we'll see where it goes.
Parker, thanks as always for your time.
Calvin, I appreciate it.
Talking to you. Jets versus the Steel on Friday in Chippewa. Back here on Saturday for Reading Club night. Kids that fill out their Reading Club information can come out and get a free ticket. Come out, watch Parker Burgess and the Jets in action.
There you go.
Thanks, Parker. Again, this has been the Coach's Corner with Parker Burgess.